I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time. Over a decade now, actually. But I have never beat the Ender Dragon. Crazy, right? You would think by now I would have beaten the Ender Dragon, but I haven't. So, I decided to make a little challenge for myself, especially since I haven't really played Minecraft in a few years. Can you beat Minecraft without ever leaving the underground? So I've actually had to restart like multiple times because of this. So you're probably wondering, Stacey, why are you chopping wood? Isn't that breaking your own rules? Weren't you supposed to go straight underground? Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm a liar. Not because I wanted to lie, but because I'm actually really bad at this game. And I have made a very few allowances for myself, okay? The first allowance, I can mine one tree and I can get one sapling. Second allowance. And this one makes more sense, in my opinion. I'm allowed to kill 3 sheep for a bed, because my problem with this is that I keep dying, right? Third rule, I'm allowed to go to the nether and I'm allowed to go to the end. Other than the first day, which is day 0 according to like F3, I'm not supposed to ever go back. Okay? Yeah, no. I was going to go into that cave, but I forgot it was on hard mode, so they really like to spawn like nobody's business. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down here and I'll start digging straight down from here. I'm gonna actually get a torch as soon as possible so that you guys aren't like not being able to see. This was originally supposed to be a hardcore world, but I'm really bad at Minecraft now because it's been 3 years, right? So I completely forgot what I was doing. I want to find a lush cave because that's where I can like get a stable source of food, but like beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I actually really need this tree to grow. Yeah, I think that works. Like eventually this is gonna become my base for a while. I think the goal now, mining for diamonds, because I'm bad at this game and I need as much protection as I possibly can get. Oh, diamonds. I know there's diamonds over there, but I'm like so distracted with all of these other shiny ores. This is just something you're gonna have to get used to. I do this a lot. I've actually mined coal over diamonds before. Like I straight up mined an entire coal vein before I went to go get diamonds. So, like, you're just gonna have to get used to it. Just a part of my personality. I didn't even know this was here. I thought that was a zombie. That's just lapis. I didn't even know this was here. What's this? Smooth basalt? Wait, is this mean this is a geode? I'm hoping I can find a lush cave soon. I would love to live in a lush cave. You know, all things considered, I should be pretty glad that it only took me 3 days to go insane. Grow, 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 grow. Grow, grow, grow. Grow, tree, grow, grow, tree. Grow, tree, grow, grow, tree, grow. Grow, tree, grow, grow, tree. So, I did an oopsies and I lost all the footage that I have of the next 20 days. It's a combination of corrupted files, lost files, and for some reason my replay mod was broken. I don't really know. I was just having a bad tech day apparently. But essentially, I don't have the footage. I lost it somehow, or I just forgot to record it. So the next 20 days is nothing. All I really did was go to the Nether and die a few times. I do have footage of me realizing halfway through though. So I went to the Nether. I died. I'm trying to get my stuff back before it's too late. Which may or may not work out. I didn't know that would happen. And in that moment, she knew. She messed up. No! I have to go back, I have to go back, I have to go back, I have to go back. I got the most important stuff. That was the most eventful trip I could have ever had. I knew I was missing something. You see that passageway that leads to a trial chamber. Because I am currently listening to people in a call. So that makes it a little awkward, doesn't it? So throughout the entire, I guess, listening to the TTRPG people, I cleared out this trial chamber like 50 times. I think at some point, I don't remember if it was during this or after this, that I downloaded a mod that allowed me to reuse the trial chamber keys. Because contrary to popular belief, I don't want to find like 60 trial chambers, considering I cannot go above land. It's very difficult to even find one on complete coincidence, which this was. It was just finding a trial chamber by coincidence. And like, you can kind of tell that I just don't know what I'm doing. Haven't actually, this was my first time ever seeing a trial chamber in person, so I didn't even know that the trial keys, like, there was like different stuff. I didn't know what the bottle of ominous whatever did. I literally knew nothing. This was my first time playing this update, and a lot of other updates too. So yeah, I'm gonna let this montage speak for itself, I guess. So here I actually found a zombie spawner right next to the trials chamber. I was actually like, why am I hearing all these zombie noises? They're not, where the heck are they coming from? And there's like a little passageway that the zombies were actually leaving from that were like managed to get to me and attack me. So I was like, why is there like 50 zombies like this? So I was like, I should go check it out. And it was a zombie spawner, so that was nice. I put it, what's it called? I decided to make a very crude version of a XP farm because I didn't use a tutorial or anything. I just based it off of an old memory that I had watching YouTubers like 5 to 10 years ago. So it's old. It's probably not efficient at all whatsoever. But that is all I was doing this entire time, and it was okay, I guess. I got some use out of it. What's up, everybody? This is my 50th time trying to record this in a way that I feel comfortable with, and here's why. So all of the footage that you have seen in this video has all been recorded in the months of January and February. All the things that have been edited up until this point have been edited in early March to and before then, basically. I right now am in the month of May. It's been a few months. And I wish I could say I had a silly reason like procrastination or homework or something stupid, like I had to go to a Billie Eilish concert or something. Uh, but I don't. Um, my life kind of fell apart, and I didn't cope very well. Within a 7-day time span, I received news that one of my classmates, who I have shared a class with for years at this point, and who had just gotten married less than a year before, had passed away in an accident. And I wasn't close with this guy, but I knew a lot of people who were. And it was hard. If this was the only thing, though, I think I would have been able to move on and move past it. It still felt weird going into that classroom and seeing his seat empty every day that I had that class, and it never really went away, that weird feeling, but I could generally live life after the fact. I wasn't in a constant state of mourning. What changed things for me, however, was the same day that this classmate of mine died was the same day that I received news that my 11-year-old dog had cancer. 11-year-old dog sounds like the dog was pretty old, and the dog was pretty old, but not in comparison to his breed. His breed's life expectancy is 13 to 15 years old. In my head, he had 1 to 3 more years of life that I could spend with him. But I was wrong. I went back to school that same weekend because I had to. But the entire time I was in class, I couldn't focus because my family was making the hard decision of putting our dog down. Since my dog was in so much pain that we had to, really. And he was beyond saving at that point. It was so bad that I was worried that when I went to school, my dog would drop dead when I wasn't there. And my family had generally not thought very deeply about this. Not because they didn't care, but because my dog was stubborn and prideful and didn't want to show people weakness. Everyone but me, because, like my family likes to joke, while he's my comfort dog, I'm his comfort human. So he would come to me when he was feeling scared or nervous or hurt. And so I knew something was wrong, especially because his behavior from literally 2 months prior when I was there for winter break had done a 180. I knew he was dying deep down, but I didn't want to admit it. I needed the confirmation, so that's why I went to the vet before I went to school. And I pushed to put my dog down because he was in so much pain, and I knew that better than anyone because I was really the only person who would see it up until the point that he couldn't even hide it anymore. And I cared about this dog a lot. And it's not because I am obsessed with animals or anything, but I grew up with this dog, and he was also he's also the reason I am here and able to talk with you today. Um, so so my life kind of got destroyed very quickly. Um, like I said, one of the worst weeks of my life, or I think I said that earlier, I'm not sure. I've recorded this so many times because I've not been able to be composed at all whatsoever. Like, this is the most composed I've been, and I don't really feel that composed. But I'm still not really all that healed. Like, I'll randomly start crying in the middle of the day. Because he meant a lot to me. More than I feel like anyone could ever understand. Because, like I said, this dog is the reason I am here today, being able to talk into this microphone. And I'm honestly just glad that I was able to be there. I didn't care about my classes at that point. Like, I just needed to be there. I told all my professors, obviously, but I had to be there so that I could hold my dog as he was put down. And he was everything to me, really. Like, he was the perfect dog. And I genuinely don't know how long it'll take for me to heal from this. But I know I have to keep on going. And I've promised myself this year that I would upload at least 3 videos that are at least 20 minutes long. So, considering it's almost halfway through the year and I have only done less than 1 video on my channel, I gotta get working. So that's why I'm here right now. Instead of continuing to avoid everything. Man, my viewer retention right now has got to be horrible. Like, it has got to be, like, in the dumps. Like, I don't know. It's gonna feel really... I could also say this is clip farming. Maybe I'm just clip farming right now. I really need to stop saying stupid things right now because I'm not all composed yet, and I'm gonna say something dumb like, I don't know. I don't know is dumb. Yes, easy. That is very dumb. But, oh dear. I'm not gonna go back over this and watch this. The reason being is because I promised myself I wouldn't, because I knew I would just start sobbing the second that I watch this. And it feels very out of place with the Minecraft video in the background, but I don't have a face cam and I don't want to ever use one as of now. So this is just gonna have to do. Like, this is not just a video to me. This is my first time ever beating the Ender Dragon. This is a monumental moment. And I need to let myself know what was happening in this year, in this time span. And I have a pretty bad memory for reasons that a later video will reveal to you. But
It is mental health related. And because of the things that have happened so far, it's been a lot worse than normal. So, for the time being, I'm going to leave it at that. This is the documentation of my life that I want to have for myself. And I don't care if people think that this is stupid, or if for some forsaken reason, I blow up on the internet, which I highly doubt will ever happen, and this video gets millions of views, that someone will look back on this and be like, oh my gosh, Zizi was like such a crybaby or whatever, or I don't know. They just say something really stupid, or they don't approve of my choice of putting this on the internet, because I don't care about the people watching it, no offense. I care about the fact that I'm the one creating it. And this is what I want to put out there. So deal with it. This is my own journal of my experience. Everything on my channel is a snapshot into my life. It's not just a story I'm telling. It's my story I'm telling. So I'll let you all go back to the video instead of letting my viewer retention go down the drain like I said earlier. Hey, guess who? It's Editing Zizi, because Past Zizi forgot to explain what she was doing. So, Past Zizi is now mining towards the Ender portal, because we are getting close to beating the Ender Dragon. Woo! We'll get to beat the Ender Dragon. That's so crazy. I'm so excited. Wow, Past Zizi was really not that talkative. I was so locked in. But essentially, Past Zizi found a, what's it called, a dungeon, and decided I'm gonna raid it, even though I can't use a freaking saddle, really. And I, continued right after this. So, this is literally just hours of me mining, which is really depressing and boring. I hear water flowing, which means there's probably some sort of cave nearby, unless I passed by it. So we back in the mines, swinging from side to side, side to side. Task on curling one, hoping we'll find some diamonds tonight, night, night, diamonds tonight. Oh! A lush cave. So, because I have literally nothing else to do, and I don't know how far away I am from the stronghold, my past self decided to make a railway system because 1, it's fun, 2, I wanted to transport zombie villagers so I could be more well prepared for the end fight. So as I was going through my hours and hours of footage, I realized that for about 8 straight hours, I am on and off singing. So this entire project was just an excuse for me to do karaoke. But very quietly, because I didn't want to disturb anybody in my dorm building. So that's why it's pretty mumbly and quiet. Sorry, guys. Another to the millions, but queen to none. Sister takes her drink unfazed. Looking to take her away in a bit. Overstepped and now must pay for his sins. The course is rather judge sits overground room. Sure we know God's not gonna help you now, my girl. Save your best.
But on the other hand, a perfect spot for the Eye of Ender. Oh! Of course I find a trial chamber. I'm here. It's just connected to the trial chamber. What the heck? I've never actually seen this before. How? This is so cool, but disturbing. I'm a little concerned. Okay. So I do need to do some work and get some of this. Then I raided the library for books because, you know, villagers and enchanting. Holy moly, guacamole. That's crazy. And here I am. The stronghold. Alright, guys. I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, this is lucky, actually. I will need, actually, my pickaxe. But it's lucky because I'm not over a void. I was kind of scared because I don't think the Ender Dragon will, but I was scared that I was gonna, like, get knocked off or something. See, that's why. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to gauge where if it's hitting. Oh, it hit. I want to see if I can get a pearl for emergencies. Because that pearl came in handy last time. Set spawn. Do I not have my pants anymore? What happened to my stuff? Or at least I have my bow. I have that going for me. Good thing I'm in here! Good thing I'm here! This is why, y'all, I am, like, actually cooked. This is more than I dreamed it'd be. I don't have a regular torch, but I do have a redstone one. Improvisation. Yes! Now I can't die. Because this is a one-of-a-kind item. I accidentally didn't record me going through this, but essentially I started to cry. I've never actually beat the game before, and the ending was highly emotional for me. I don't know why. And a word from our sponsor. I'm just kidding. So at the very end of the credits and stuff, I just ended up pulling out this crazy improvised speech that I honestly feel like people should listen to, but I'm going to put a different gameplay thing over it because I'm going to be so honest, watching the credits is boring. So, enjoy. I don't know who I would be without Minecraft. So much of my life has been shaped by this game, whether or not I realized it at the time. I spent many years playing Minecraft. I spent most of my childhood, like, in 7th grade, I mostly just played Minecraft. Like, that was the only video game I played. And I assume that's the same thing for 8th and 9th and 10th. And during COVID, I played like 10 hours a day while I was listening to my lectures because I was homeschooled. While I was listening to my lectures, I would play so many video games. So many video games. And 99% of that was Minecraft. I would spend 10 hours, 5 to 10 hours every day playing Minecraft. And even if some of them I don't talk to as much anymore, or I don't remember them super well, every interaction I've had with people through Minecraft has shaped me as an individual. And one of the first things my brother and I, like, truly bonded over was video games. And one of the most memorable ones was Minecraft. Like, my brother watched Captain Sparkles when Minecraft didn't have sprint and, like, stuff like that. And he showed me all those videos. And we played Bedrock Edition. At the time, it was, like, Pocket Edition. We played on that, and I remember we played the free version for a long time, and anytime on the free version, anytime you left the game, everyone left the game, like, everyone who was playing left the game, the entire world would get reset. Like, you would never get that world back. And we all, like, my family, except for my mom, all played it enough to the point where we invested in getting the actual Pocket Edition instead of the beta version. I think I got Java when I was in 6th or 7th grade, I'm not positive. But I played so much Minecraft then, and this was around the time my brother no longer really played as much. He still played, he just didn't play it nearly as much as I did. And I made so many friends. So many memories. I still remember the first group of people that I played Minecraft with. I watched so many Minecraft YouTubers growing up. And a good chunk of them are canceled now. But there's still plenty of people that I remember fondly. Like I watched Scott Snager for a long time. I don't watch him anymore, but I did for a while. I watched Nestorio. I obviously watched Technoblade. Like, considering the amount of hours I put into Bed Wars, it would be a real disappointment if I didn't know who Technoblade was when I played so much Bed Wars. I watched Tommy in it during COVID, and slightly before then too. I did watch some Captain Sparkles, not as much, but I obviously watched Dan2DM. I obviously watched Stop Stampy. Like, those two people, I don't think anyone who grew up watching Minecraft, they didn't watch. I watched a lot of popular MMOs. I don't know what they're doing now either, but I also watched a lot of AFMAO back when roleplay was huge. Like, everyone did that. I watched Taiga for a while. She also was a Minecraft role player. I watched Jerome. I watched Canadian. I forgot his name. Oh, frick. It's because I'm getting emotional. Beijing Canadian. There we go. And I especially watched their Hunger Games. Like, the amount of times I binged their videos is crazy. Like, I remember this one video where they were both stuck in a pit the entire game. And that was my favorite one. Like, I kept rewatching it because I thought it was hilarious. Home sweet home. And that, my friends, is how I first beat the Ender Dragon.